Module Virtual Reality in Education and Research. Ethical research. Let us talk about research in virtual reality. What does virtual reality has to offer for the research, especially in social sciences? It provides two things. First of all, it provides an environment where you can record, not only observe, human reactions. Human reactions on a really, really detailed level. For instance, where are you looking at? How excited you are? What is your heartbeat? How is your pitch of your voice? What is your focus? What are you focusing on? Okay, these are the questions which you can answer with virtual reality. Of course, virtual reality with some additional sensors. For instance, eye tracker, or facial expression tracker, or heartbeat tracker. And this is not science fiction anymore. This is part of our reality. So try combining measuring these feedbacks, and the focus is in feedbacks, with an option to repeat the situation, an immersive situation, over and over again. So you're not only examining the reaction in a certain situation, you can really statistically measure the responses of a larger groups of individuals who emerge in the same situation over and over again. And this is a huge advantage for social sciences. And this is something we should really focus on in the research. Of course, I'm speaking about scientific research, academic research, which is bound to some laws. For instance, before you go and try to create a research, you should have it approved by the ethical committee, ethical commission, which verifies that you're not really violating any of the relatively strict rules. Now, this is one side of the story. There is another side of the same story, where we are not talking about scientific research, but we are really talking about business-driven research. Business-driven research uses the same methodologies as scientific research, but not in a single case, but continuously. And it's not on a limited number of people, but on a huge numbers of people. And it is not really bound to any ethical committees. The business research is focused in generating outcomes for the contractor, the one who actually wants to have the research done. And who might that be? That might be large corporations who can afford that, or maybe even political systems who can, again, afford that. We can see some cases of both. Let's say China or large IT companies doing exactly that. And here's the problem. If business-driven research is not bound to any law, any restrictions, any rules on how to conduct the research, then I'm afraid that we are facing a very serious issue of being controlled either by companies or by political governance systems. And frankly, none of those is really a positive option for any of us. I do believe so. Is there something we can do? I think there is. Researchers should not only focus on research in society, but really focus on how to improve the ethical process of this research so that it can be and should be and will be mandatorily implied in every research being taken based on data acquired by intelligent devices. And this is particularly hard because currently the evaluation of ethicality on data is not really something we are discussing. It's not something that is being designed, developed, framed. So it's an open field. And frankly, I do think that it's up to the researchers to frame it in a way that it can be used if it's used ethically correct. We wrote several papers on that. They deal with data sharing, they deal with ethicality, they compare the concepts of data collecting and data sharing. The difference is significant because in data collecting, the owner of the data is whoever has the data. In data sharing, the owner is whoever produces data. The difference between data collecting and data sharing is in who owns the data. If data is being owned by the data collectors, that means they can basically, without any limits, conduct analysis on their will. If data is owned by data producers, they can share the data at their own will. So, the pivotal question is, who should own the data? If you ask large corporations, the answer is quite clear: the one who collects them. If you ask people, the answer is quite clear: whoever produces the data, should be the data owner. And owning data comes with rights, which are written in the legal system, and also with governance. Owning data also means that whoever owns the data needs to govern the data, which is another particular issue. So the field in research is huge. It goes from operational, how to manage data, then it goes to social, what to do with data, and then it goes to ethical, how should we approach collecting/sharing data, and it leads to developing new frameworks, new mechanisms in how to share and govern data. And yes, looking forward to the conversation on the research part of virtual reality in the future. See ya.